probably were impacted by this if you were driving anywhere near the west side of LA today. A tragedy on the 405 freeway. An LAPD sergeant among two people killed while he was trying to help a stranded driver.
Tonight, the sergeant's heartbroken colleagues share his incredible legacy. What we're learning about that crash that brought traffic to a standstill all morning really affected the side streets as well. Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez live at the West LA Division with more. Christina?
Yeah, this is where he worked. He had been working, and let me get out of the way because I want to give you a sense of just all the flowers, and people have been stopping by for honoring Sergeant Chu Deng, who leaves behind a wife and elderly parents he was actually caring for, and some heartbroken colleagues.
West LA, present house.
A ceremony in front of LAPD's West LA Division honoring Sergeant Chu Deng, the 26-and-a-half-year LAPD veteran killed when he stopped to help the driver of a truck that crashed in the HOV lane on the 405 near Getty Center early this morning.
Exited his vehicle by all accounts to provide assistance, emergency assistance to the motorists. At that time, he was struck by a southbound vehicle.
So was the driver Sergeant Deng was trying to help. Both were killed. The driver of that third vehicle was transported to a local hospital. Traffic on the 405 coming to a standstill through rush hour and beyond. Sergeant Deng's body escorted to the corner by a long line of officers, including his police academy classmate, Detective Victor Lopez.
He's just a great person. Overall, aside from being a police officer, very entertaining. He was a class comedian.
26 and a half years on the LAPD. During that time, he spent about 17 of those years working our mental evaluation unit, where he was out there every day caring for the most vulnerable in our society.
The fact that he was trying to help somebody when this happened, it fits him, but it's also so tragic.
That's what he would do. He's a good person.
Is there anything else you want to make sure it gets said?
Aside from his personality, amazing police officer, he's everything that embodies a Los Angeles police officer.
This is horrible for you, isn't it? I'm so sorry. Let's just stop it. Okay. And, you know, he echoes the emotions of everybody else here who knew him. At this point, we do not have the identity of the other driver, the one he had stopped to help, who also was killed, or that third driver who hit them. We understand he is in the hospital, non-life-threatening injuries, but CHP is still investigating as to why it seems he just didn't see them. I'm Christina Gonzalez, live in West LA. Back to you in the studio.
Christina and myself talking with Detective Lopez. I know he really wanted to get a fond memory of his colleague out so that we all knew more about this officer. We thank him for that interview. My question for you is, you've covered a lot of accidents, and that, I think, is really anybody's worst nightmare. Your car, there's an accident or you break down on the freeway and then you're hit. We also know there's an innocent person who also lost his life.
Yeah, I mean, the HOV, when you end up stranded in that HOV lane, it adds so much to the danger. CHP officers have talked to us about this before. If something happens, try to go to the right lane, but we don't know. We have an idea that the initial person ended up in the HOV lane because they couldn't help it. So, again, CHP is still looking into this, but it's just, you said it, it's anybody's nightmare. I mean, just very, very sad. Very, very sad.
It really is.
All right, Christina Gonzalez, thanks for your reporting.
And so, as Christina mentioned, that deadly crash on the 405 caused gridlock for Monday morning commuters. Skyfox right there high above a traffic choke, Sepulveda Pass. Imagine that on the rush hour. It did shut down both northbound and southbound lanes near the Getty Center. Traffic was then diverted to the different freeways, the side streets, the 101, the 10, leaving drivers really stuck for hours. Northbound lanes reopened around 4:30 a.m., but southbound remained closed for about 10 hours. Lanes finally reopened shortly after noon, and I know I live in some of those side street areas, and they were bumper to bumper packed.
So many people impacted by this today. All right.